Hello and welcome to See You Live. I'm Susan Post, Associate Editor of Columbus Underground, and I have a special guest with me here today. I've got Amanda Anderson from the Hills. She's in charge of wine events and marketing over there. And today we are going to talk a little bit about none of those things, but beer trends. So I feel like over the last decade, there's really been this explosion of breweries and craft beer in Columbus. I was looking at the Ale Trail booklet, and there's, 45, 46 places.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Can't walk into a restaurant or a grocery store without having local beer. So how have you seen that conversation change around craft beer in Columbus over the last 5 years?
I mean, when we first opened, we have like 11 doors of beer total. When we first opened, there was one Ohio door.
Yeah.
And then we expanded it to 2 pretty soon. And then it's almost half of our beer at this point is from Ohio. There's just been, a huge explosion. It was like only Columbus Brewing Company and Elevator back in the day.
Right.
And then there's like a few more that started coming in. So the styles have gotten, there's sour only places now. Right. And like people, it's exploded.
Pretty
obviously.
much any kind of beer you like, you can probably find a local version of it somewhere. So then with that, what are some of the best selling beers at Hills?
Well, our number one, that's not like a domestic beer. CBC IPA has always been a classic selling beer. We do sell a lot of PBR,
right,
and a lot of White Claw.
Yeah,
and
get to that.
Yes. After that, it's kind of all spread out. We definitely sell a lot more local stuff than we do like percentage wise of other stuff. Except if it's summer, then we're looking at like Corona and especially last summer was Pacifico. That was like blowing up.
Interesting.
For some reason. Yeah.
All right. I guess forego the...
In cans, specifically. So
good to know. We'll see what happens this summer.
Yeah.
So I feel as far as like styles of beer go, like IPA has been having this big moment for a couple years now. Are there any other styles of beer that you see really gaining popularity lately or that, more local brewers are getting into?
Yeah, you see trends like every year. It was like just the straight IPAs, and then it was the Imperial IPAs. And then there was one year where it was session IPAs, and then we had the hazy.
Right, kind of in the hazy phase right now, right?
I would say we're still like maybe the tail end of the hazy IPA phase. It's not like as many as there used to be, but there still is a lot.
For
Juicy
the
IPAs, all that kind of stuff.
For the non-IPA drinkers, what does that kind of hazy style mean specifically?
It's unfiltered. It looks a little cloudy, and because of that, it has more of like a juicy, like really like mouth-watering quality to it.
Those are the IPAs I can actually drink.
Yeah. It covers up the bitterness of the hops with that like fresh citrus flavors you get from hops.
So I was reading online a little bit, just kind of about beer trends, and I saw that there's like a shift maybe more back to some of those classic styles like Pilsners and lagers. Do you see that happening or think that's kind of due?
I see a lot of like craft breweries adding a Pilsner or lager to their repertoire. I think it is time for us to return to that. I personally feel, and no offense to anybody that loves IPAs, that like you can really mask a lot in an IPA of the quality of the beer, but if you have like a super clean beer like a Pilsner or a lager, it is hard to like cover up imperfections.
Right.
And so if you have a really nice, crisp, clean Pilsner, it just really shines like as a style of beer.
Yep.
So I'm hoping they're making a comeback. I think it's slowly starting to trickle into the local market, and I hope to see more of them soon.
Awesome. So this technically falls into the beer category, but like holy hard seltzer movement. You've got local places that are getting in on this trend, like Platform and Seventh Son with Kitty Paw, which we have some of here today. So do you think like White Claw season is over? Are we going to keep seeing more expansion in this hard seltzer market?
This summer was insane. My beer buyer was buying 10 cases of White Claw a week. And we're not even like a huge volume store. You're just flying off the shelves. We could barely keep it stocked over the weekend. So the winter has slowed down a little bit, but we're still ordering several cases of White Claw variety packs every week. So and then the local ones, Platfor and Seltzer does okay. The Kitty Paws has done great since we brought it in.
Let's give that a try.
Okay. This is their raspberry one.
Been excited to try these. Because they have a little bit more like natural juice in them.
Yes, so they're not going to be as they're not heading to that low calorie angle as much as the like the White Claw or the like zero carb ones are. But I think that adding a little bit of juice gives it like a nicer color and a little bit less of like the alcohol flavor. You just get like the fruit. Yeah, super tart raspberry.
It's nice.
Really delicious. cute packaging.
Right.
So I was sold.
And I love that it's
from the
kitty
time
paw.
I saw them.
Yeah, no, it's nice because it's definitely not like super sweet. Definitely a little more tart. Good flavor.
Yeah, they're really cool. And they have like an orange one as well. I think a pineapple orange. So.
And those are stocked at Hills, right?
Correct.
Yes. Any other big trends that we should kind of be looking out for in the world of beer for the next year?
A lot of people have started doing like coffee beers. So I know that like that's even trickled down to like PBR has a coffee beer.
Really?
Yes.
I had no idea.
People say it tastes like Yoo-hoo.
I can't
or
even
it tastes
imagine what that tastes like.
Those Starbucks Frappuccinos you used to get like at the gas station when you were a kid.
In a glass bottle, right? Yeah.
So it's a very nostalgic taste for people, even though it's like PBR. And it's like a little 4-pack with like coffee on the
Sounds
cans.
slightly terrifying, but I'm really curious now.
People love it. So even PBRs on the coffee. I mean, there's been coffee like porters and stuff for a long time, but you're seeing a lot more like crazy flavors like coffee chocolate caramel or like coffee cayenne chocolate beers and like all sorts of crazy things.
I know
like
Wolf's Ridge does a lot of coffee beer infusions, and specifically the Daybreak. I think that was kind of one of the earlier ones in Columbus.
Yeah, they do, and they add to that all the time and do like little special coffee things. It's good stuff.
Two great drinks all together. So awesome. Well, thanks for being with me here today and chatting beer. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.